Okay, so moving to a very interesting question, Paul, here. Question is, uh, when is AI going to be really needed versus when is AI not really needed, right? So we hear a lot lately that everyone is trying to solve pretty much every problem out there with AI, and it's not always going to be needed. And I would extend that to sometimes people are claiming they use AI when they don't, right? When it's like a smoke screen, when when you open under the hood, you have a if then else type of tree structure behind, right? So what's your feeling about that?
It happens all the time. I would say I've actually had a few customers go, "Thank you for telling us the truth because this isn't AI, this is automation." We find it all the time that a lot of AI projects are automation projects with a load of if then else statements built in, right? And anyway, I know we've spoken about this on many occasions, but for me, let's care about the outcomes, right? Let's care about. I mean, it doesn't really matter to me if it's AI or automation. Let's look at what are people actually trying to achieve, and we'll help them achieve that, or they can define a process to achieve that themselves. But for me, 75% plus of AI projects are automation. For me, it's vanity. It's to satisfy the market. It's to increase the value of the business by saying they're AI on the website. And I'm sure you guys see the same. But we also need to be quite careful in choosing the tech to deliver the outcome. Like we mentioned before, you have things like hallucinations with AI. You need to, I mean, if you need absolute certainty, it might not be right for AI. That will change and mature over a period of time. But yeah, in answer to your question, a lot of AI projects are automation. They're not AI, and select the tech that you're using to deliver the outcome in the most appropriate way to deliver the results that you need is my advice as well. Don't just jump into AI if it's not actually needed.
Yeah, fully aligned here. And I understand that there's that perception that maybe your customer, maybe your leadership wants to see some AI enabled something, whether it's a product, a service, a platform, a solution, a department. So there's this tendency to try to do the cool stuff first. But once you really understand the objective, and you accept that the goal is actually the objective itself, the outcome itself, the value to the business, then you realize that most of the time, you don't need a fancy AI algorithm in order to achieve your goal, right? So this is something that people need to understand. There will be places in your company where you need that fancy AI algorithm to try to predict, to try to do some mass customization, but there's still a need for more, let's call them legacy, if that's an even if that's an ugly word, technology in order to deliver value, right? So this is something that we see happening a lot. And I even have a lot of conversation where the initial ask is, I want AI in my environment, with already knowing what it means. And at the end of the conversation, we realize that we don't want AI. We actually want value. And in order to deliver value, we will not be using AI, we'll be using something more traditional, let's say RPA, for example.